My biggest fear with van life in the winter was confirmed this morning. You see, I woke up to go and make myself a lovely cup of coffee, sat here in the beautiful Shropshire countryside, and I had warm milk. Straight out of my fridge, the milk was warm. I thought, what's going on here? Turned out my electric went off in the middle of the night. See, now the biggest fear isn't having hot milk for me coffee. It's having the electric go out when I'm in the middle of absolutely nowhere and I've got no way to charge any of my devices if I so feel the need to in the case of an emergency. I'm going to need some sort of electric. I'll give you a quick rundown of why it would have went. One, we've got our solar panel on the roof. It's just 100 watt. It's protected by Woody, just sat over there, and that's linked directly up to a leisure battery, which is under the back corner of the bed just there, with the solar charge control unit just up there. Off that little setup, we run a fridge, which is just down there among other boxes and stuff. We've got a cleaning day to do, and we've also got all the electrics down there, the USB ports, the chargers. We've got another charger down there. We've got all the lights up there, and that's all operated off that one single 100 watt panel. Today is the first day in around about a week where we've actually had good sun. The solar panel just hasn't had enough sun to be able to charge up the batteries. It's not even winter yet and we're already having massive problems. We need a winter backup. That's where the EcoFlow River 2 comes into play. We just need a winter backup solely because in the summer this works absolutely perfect. Even in the spring it works absolutely perfect. Today we're lucky. We've got that random yellow ball of fire in the sky so we can play with this. We had to have an ice latte this morning. We've got 42% battery on our phone. The drone batteries need charging. We need some electric. Yes, the sun may be out right now. Yes, that's charging the van up on the solar panel for there, but that's just not enough. If it's dying right now, it's going to be really bad through the winter. What we ideally want is for the solar panel to charge the battery as much as possible so that we can run the fridge permanently. Introducing the backup plan, the EcoFlow River 2 and the 110 watt solar panel. It's the best portable power station under 1 kilowatt hour, charging from 0 to 100% in as little as 1 hour, which also makes it the fastest to recharge. First portable power station to hold the TÜV Rheinland's reliable charger certificate, the highest quality and safety standards. That means they can guarantee you the best, highest quality and safety standards possible. It's got the safest LFP battery. You can cycle this battery 3,000 times, giving it a 10-year lifespan with a 5-year full guarantee. It's got a highly advanced BMS, that's battery management system, that guarantees you a safe, secure battery that's built to stand the test of time. This is not only affordable and cost effective, but also available. You can find this in a number of different outlets. The links will be in my description. The best feature for this, and the reason that I chose this specific one, is there's 5 ways you can charge this quickly. Number 1, the fastest way, just plug it into your house. 1 hour will charge this 0 to 100%. Number 2, you've got your standard cigarette lighter that you plug into your car or your van while you're driving along. That'll take 3 hours to charge this 0 to 100%. The next one, 3 to 6 hours to plug it into the solar panel for 110 watts. You can plug it in using the USB-C. That'll take you 5 hours to charge it 0 to 100%. If I have a good couple of weeks through winter where the sun is shining, that it's reflecting off the snow, the solar panel is charging really well on the van, and it charges my leisure battery fully, I can then plug this into my leisure battery using the USB-C port on the front and charge this to then let my battery charge up again. That way I've got 2 batteries full of power. It sounds all well and good, but shall we put it into practice? Let's test it out. On the screen, you've got how many hours are left with how much power it's drawing. It says 99 hours, but there's nothing plugged into it yet. The battery is at 100% just there. That's how much wattage you're taking into the actual charger, and that one is how much you're drawing out. Let's get some stuff plugged in. On the front, we've got a cigarette lighter, we've got 2 USB-A, a USB-C, and a 230 watt plug. Full digital display just to let us know what's going on, what's coming in, what's going out. First things first, I really need to plug in my phone to get that charged up. If you do have a spare hour and all your batteries are charged up perfectly fine, why not get yourself one of these little adapters? This is your normal 12 volt cigarette lighter, but it's got 2 adaptions, USB and USB-C. Get that plugged into there and then plug in something like a portable power bank. If you're going up in the mountains, you can charge up your power bank through this, which basically means you've charged your power bank through solar power if you've charged this through solar. Plug it in, turn it on. You can see it's drawing 4 watts of power and it's charging the power bank perfectly fine. I'm going to have to do some editing on this later, so let's plug in the tablet at the same time, get that charged up, ready for later. This should draw quite a lot of power. this is our top done. It's a jump starter. If the van ever dies through the night, we've got this. This is a sort of backup plan for the winter. Let's plug this in using the USB-C socket into there. This should drain quite a lot of power out of this, and we'll plug it straight into the USB. Boof. You can tell that's charging with the lights going up. We'll leave that to charge. It's only draining 10, 11 watts at most at the moment. With that spare USB port, we are going to plug in something else. We're going to try and max this out. That is the drone batteries charging up nicely. We've finished charging the power bank up, so we've unplugged the power bank and we're going to plug in our drone controller. We may as well get everything charged while it's such a beautiful day, and then if it only takes 3 hours to charge it through solar, we'll plug it into the solar. It's small and compact, so you can leave it just inside the van charging away while you go for a walk. With all this high powered stuff plugged in to charge, it's still saying 6 hours of battery life left. You'll notice the display screen will go off. All you got to do is hit the button there, and then it'll come back on and tell you everything you're doing. 36 watts going out of the actual battery pack. It's on 98% with 6 hours remaining. It's a 20 amp hour lithium ion battery with a 256 watt hour capacity. So it's got enough power to sustain exactly what I want. And I use a lot more electrics than the general Joe, solely because I content create, so I have to charge everything up at the same time. With it charging so quickly, you're never going to be out of electric. If you are just driving around, you can plug it straight into your in-car cigarette lighter area and it will charge in a few hours. So we set up the solar panel. It's as simple as open up the case, unzip it, pull the solar panel out, fold it out to its full extent, get the carabiners that come in with it and click them through the holes on the solar panel and then through the latches on the actual carry case itself. Get the cables, plug the positive and the negative together into their adapter. Plug the adapter into the charge unit itself. Once you've connected the carabiners to both the case and the solar panel, you can zip up the sides of the solar panel. That'll give you a good angle, and you can angle it perfectly to the sun depending on what time of day it is. The steeper angle if the sun's higher up in the sky. I don't know about you, but it's absolutely amazing. 110 watt solar panel. It's got the stand on the back, which is basically the case it comes in. You get the cables that come up into the back of the unit itself, and if you have a look at the front, 29 watts coming in, or 28, 27, whatever, 24 going out. And if I leave it like this in this sunlight, that's got 99 hours worth of charging potential, considering I'm drawing that much and gaining in that much. 29 watts is coming in from a 110 watt solar panel. My 100 watt solar panel on the top only brings in 14 watts. Goes to show you, one, how poor my solar panel up the roof is, and two, how good that one is just there. Oh my god, check that out. It's gone up to 65 watt input just from the solar panel sat there. That just tells me the sun's got a bit more intense. I must admit, I am really blown away by this, solely because it seems to be, on the paper, better than what I've got already. It's so nice that the solar panels actually charge it really well. I'm all big for renewable energy. And we do have a DC plug on there. You basically plug it in, press the DC button, and you can start powering stuff up to 300 watts output, surge protected up to 600 watt. If you want to know more about the plug, there is another YouTube channel. I'm going to try it later. I'm going to go around and see Danielle later, and I'm going to try and get her to plug a hair straighteners in and a hairdryer just to see if that works really well. All I've got that's plug related is an electric toothbrush and possibly a TV, which I want to put in a bit later. 300 watts, 600 watts surge protected. Love Sundays is a YouTube channel on YouTube who does the same sort of thing. Van life, stealth camping, all that sort of stuff. He has just put in a slow cooker and it works great. He put in a little oil filled radiator to keep him warm all night. It worked perfect. I'll link that video in the description down below, along with all of these products. 45 minutes later, the drone controller's fully charged. All three of the drone batteries that are in that charger are fully charged. Let's get the drone up in the air. It's not often we get a chance to get the drone up in the air through the colder months, just normally windy or rainy or something like that, so why not? I want to point out this video, I've not been paid to say any of this. This is just my opinion. They were kind enough to send me one, which I really appreciate, because it's going to get a lot of use through the winter months. Solar panels have done their job. they've charged it back up while we were charging everything. Everything's nearly charged, we've just got a few extra bits to do, and then it's all sorted. It's dropped its input, and that's because it shut itself off. We don't need it, its battery's full. We're still taking 26 watts, and that's because it's all plugged in here. Drop a comment below and let me know what you want me to test with this. What can I plug into this to see if it works? Because it's so small, storage is easy. Solar panel goes behind the seats. I've got this drawer under the bed, which has got stuff like my wash kit, my drone. Fits absolutely perfect under there. Move that over there, so I've got a table on the top, and that pushes straight in, just like that. Just think of the possibilities now. You no longer need to go on a campsite where you've got an electric hookup, it's got a plug and everything in it. What's stopping you from having an awning and then sticking an extension lead inside that plug so you can stick a few nice fancy romantic LED lights around? What's stopping? I wonder if an air fryer would work on that plug. I'll have to check the wattage of the air fryer. But hair straighteners, hair dryers for those who like all that sort of stuff. Love Sundays did a heater and a slow cooker, cooked himself up some nice food. The opportunities to live a really good life while you're in the van, camping, out doing absolutely anything. With it being portable, you can do anything with it. I'm actually really excited for this. Now I've got to go shopping to try and find a heater that I can use. Love Sundays did it, so why can't I? If you guys have any questions to do with it, you want me to try something out with it, hit me up in the comments down below. If you're new around here, subscribe.